Yeah. All right, hold on. Let's see everybody getting on that one.
If you're on here waiting, make sure you go and grab a pen and pencil because you definitely want to write this down.
How many people say
Eight.
James?
Yo, what's up?
How many people say on the chat now?
We got 9 on it right now.
Is Cornell one of them?
Nah, Cornell's not on.
Hold on. That's the man dropping the nuggets. We need him. All right, y'all. Cornell about to be hopping on now. All right, Cornell just hopped on.
All right, hello?
Yep.
All right, cool. So, yeah, basically where I left off, basically what I was saying is I want you guys to just have a trading plan, and I'll go back over that trading plan. You got to understand that, when you over trade, that can really hurt you. So, having a solid trading plan in place, that will enable you to be able to make, solid amounts of money and honestly consistent amount of money. So, like I was telling you guys before we actually got cut off, you want to have a solid trading plan. You want to have a solid strategy. Now, like I was saying, I want you guys to, acknowledge that, of course we want to supplement our income, but we want to, have risk management and we want to do it the right way. We don't want to try to get rich too quick. We want to compound. A lot of people when they trade, they think, all right, man, I see everybody else having a $500 a day, $1,000 a day. I got to do the same exact thing. You got to understand that the only person that you should be competing with is with yourself. And I'm pretty sure you guys heard that everywhere. I'm pretty sure your family members have told you something like that. The only person that you should be in competition with is yourself. You should be impressing yourself because at the end of the day, you're the only one that's going to pay your bills. The fact that you're showing profits, that's cool and everything, but that's not really going to pay, anybody else's bills, So basically the trading plan. All right. So 30 days in a month. All right. You want to find out which days work best for you in regards to trading. My days that I trade Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So you want to write that down. And I'm pretty sure you guys can, trade the same that way. You'll get, great results because I find that a lot of people are asking, how does this trade look? How does that trade look? And they're trading at all the wrong time frame. They're trading when the market is not even moving, when the market is not even volatile. All right. I see questions like around like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. What about this trade? When in all reality, the pairs that I look at are not even moving. They're consolidating during these time frames, which is called the Asian session. All right. A lot of pairs are going to consolidate during that Asian session. All right, so basically what I was saying is you want to have a trading plan. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I trade 3 days a week. I trade 12 days a month. It doesn't matter if you're doing the same thing I'm doing in regards to making $500 Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. You can do $100 Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That's $300 a week. How much is that a month? Only you guys know that. Say if you make $200 Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then you're done for the day. The only reason why you guys are not profitable, if you're not, if you're not, is because you're over trading. You're trying to get in every single setup. And then on top of that, your lot size is terrible. Terrible. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wrong with using a 0.05 micro lot. You get what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with it. Because that will enable you to make the same amount of income that another person would be using with the lot size that they use. Say you use like a 0.50. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not even about money. It's about pips. So all you have to do is you can catch the same amount of pips, just increase your lot size, and you'll be good. So trading, like I said, 3 days a week, 12 days a month, you're set. Now, what I want to do is I don't want to talk too much. That's basically my trading plan. It's easy. $500 a day, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That's like $6,000 a month. Not a lot of people are making that. You get what I'm saying? You can do it. And if you're making more than $60,000 a year, that's putting yourself in the top 25% of the United States, honestly, because 75% of America makes $60,000 or less. So, if you're doing that, that's going to help you because 6,000 times 12, you're in the top 25%. All right. So what I want to do is I want to just actually open up for questions. You can unmute your phones, ask any questions. I wish we could, show my screen so that I can just go over some things with you guys as far as like trend line, support and resistance, supply and demand, because honestly, it's simple. Trading is very simple. Many people overcomplicate it because they're following all the wrong people. You get what I'm saying? Like you're trying to do too many strategies. You're looking at too many pairs. Focus on one pair because, like I said, one pair will make you rich. 2 pairs will make you wealthy. My good friend Quillian Black, he only trades one pair, AUD/USD. One pair. That's it. He's self-employed. He bought his BMW. You get what I'm saying? He lives a lifestyle, his dream, only trading one pair. So I want you guys to do the same exact thing. I want you to focus on one pair for like 3 months. You should be able to tell me exactly what it's doing, when it's doing. That's the analysis that the group needs. Not, okay, look at this pair, look at that pair. That's not what we need. We need each one of you guys focusing on one pair. That right there is going to make us a dominant team. Think about it. So, after this call, I want you guys to just pick what pair, and post that in the group or whatever. Look, I'm going to focus on this pair because we honestly need to have more organization. And we need to be on point in regards to things. We don't need to be trading every single pair because it's not going to help anybody. So, any questions at all?
Yes, sir. I actually wanted to ask.
Who is this? Who am I speaking to?
My name is Danielle Johnson.
All right, cool.
Yes, sir. And I wanted to ask. I'm not a greedy person at all, but I do want to be very profitable. So after this, the learning for the first 3 to 6 months on the demo account or the micro accounts, if I have the money to invest into like a standard lot, and it is $500. Like, is that like applicable if you're running standard lots, or is that more of the micro and mini lots?
Like be a little bit more specific in regards to that.
Okay. So say this. Whenever you put out the quote of $500, are you saying that you make $500 off of trading on micro and minis, or on one pair, or is it to the point that you invested a lump sum of money into a standard lot, like some $1,000 and better, and where your $500 profit come from?
Oh, all right. I get what you're saying. All right. So, basically, my trading style is simple. When I first started trading, I started my account with I believe it was $176. Of course, you know, I've been trading for like 9 months, but you know, I started posting around like August because, you know, I wasn't really comfortable, you know, and I really didn't have the confidence to be able to, you know, post my results. So what I actually did was I started with, you know, $176, and, you know, I grew my account to about, I believe it was like $300 before I started, you know, using like standard lot sizes. You know, the way that you're actually going to be able to see, you know, $500 a day or more is honestly either you're catching a swing trade, or, you know, basically, you know, you're using like big lot sizes. That's what it was for me, honestly. What you can do is you can just go back on my Facebook, August 22nd. My name is Cornell Sledge. You can go back on my Facebook, August 22nd. You'll see exactly what I did. You know, when I started, you know, a new bank account, started a new broker account. I started a broker account just so that I can record progress. It wasn't to brag or anything like that. It was to show what's possible. And, you know, even still to this day, what I do is I look back on my Facebook, August 22nd, August 23rd, and I just, you know, brush up on what I did in the beginning to be able to see consistent profits that I do now. So, you know, if you're really trying to get to where I am at or what I was able to do, you know, I was able to see like 3,000 within like 4 days, you know, 3,000 in 4 days. And I wasn't really risking too much. What you can do is instead of me just going through all of that, what you can do is you can just go back to my Facebook and you'll be able to see exactly what I did. But is there any more questions?
Hey, I got a question for you, Cornell.
Yeah, what's going on?
For these people that's getting new to trading and everything, what do you think they should start off with? Like $200 in their live account, or you think they should go a little bit higher?
Nah, what I would tell you to do is I don't want you to start with anything less than, you know, $100, anything less, or even, I'm gonna say less. I don't want you to start with anything less than $100. You can start with like $50. You know, I've grown many $20 accounts to like, you know, $180 or over $200 in a matter of a couple of days, and even like 24 hours. But what I want you to do is the goal is to not just, you get what I'm saying? Like the goal is to be profitable. And, you know, I understand we're supposed to be using risk management and everything, but the only way that you're going to learn is if you fail. $100 should be enough for you to be able to, you know, see great profits. And also, if you actually lose it, it won't really hurt you. You get what I'm saying? Like, you should only be risking what you're willing to lose in regards to your lot sizes. So, you know, just to answer that question, I think you should start with like $100. Reason being is because, like I said, I was able to grow like $100 to like 3,000 when I first started trading. So, you know, that just shows you what's possible with, you know, a small deposit. Of course, you can invest wherever you want, you know, but I tell people, if you can't grow a small account, you know, to some thousands, then there's no reason why you should be investing any $500, $1,000, you know, deposit into your account.
Hey, Cornell, quick question for the new people. A lot of them ask me, when should they go live and start trading live? What do you suggest on that?
Yeah, that's just like with Rel. I believe Rel said, you know, he was going to trade on his demo for 3 to 6 months. I mean, me being somebody like trying to be like like a great teacher, I would probably tell you, yeah, do that. But the whole goal is to make income. You get what I'm saying? Like, the whole goal is to really be profitable. We got to feed our families. Like, I'm being honest. Like, the only reason why I'm trading is to make sure that I have time free to be able to, you know, be around my family and to be able to support my family. So, you know, what I would tell you to do is all it takes is for you to study 1 hour a day. You know, I'm not telling you stay on your demo for 3 to 6 months. I would never tell you that because I didn't do it. You know, I'm not going to sit here and fraud. I won't tell you that. But what I would tell you to do is to invest into yourself at least 1 hour a day. You know what I'm saying? Study 1 hour a day and just study. Don't try to trade every single day. The way people are profitable is by studying. Study more than you trade. I'm pretty sure many of you guys hear that all the time. So, you know, when it comes to time frame in order to go live, I would tell you to go live after 1 month. I would tell you to go live maybe after like 3 weeks, because the only way that you're going to learn is if you fail. In regards to network marketing, in regards to anything in life, the only way people became successful is by failing forward. So if you don't fail, you're not going to learn anything. You get what I'm saying? I tell people all the time, I learn more from my losses than I do my wins. And Jordan Belfort said the same exact thing. I watch Wolf on Wall Street every single day, and that's probably why I am the way that I am. But you learn more from your losses than you do your wins, and I'm sure you guys can agree to that. So, if you're not losing no money, you're not learning anything. When you lose money, it kind of puts you at like a point in your life or in your on your journey that you feel like, all right, I just lost, $10 on this trade. Okay, what can I do next time in order to not lose? You should even be writing down the losses that you actually have. That's very important as well. Like I really record everything. That's just something that I do. And even, when I get into certain trades, certain markups, if a trade goes bad, I'll screenshot it and I'll look back at it to see where I went wrong,
Another thing a lot of people ask, what, I don't know, do you use the Auto Trader?
Yeah, I use the Auto Trader. When I started my Auto Trader, I started with like 2,000 because I seen the video where it basically said like 2,000 into a million. And I'm like, wow, being able to make money while you're sleeping, that's very powerful. So, that was kind of like a big deal to me. So, I seen they said 2,000 and, I went all in. But, you guys can start it with as little as $500, $1,000, you're good to go. But I tell people all the time, like, I seen the video and it said 2K to 1 mil, even if the Auto Trader loses half of your trades. You get what I'm saying? Like, and you don't see that mil. 500,000 is cool with me, Think about it. 500,000 in a bank in a broker account is cool with me, So you're kind of putting yourself at a disadvantage if you're not using that Auto Trader. If you're not using that harmonic scanner, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage as well, because a lot of people say, nah, I don't want to use that. I want to be able to trade naked. I want to be able to, trade on my own. But what they fail to realize is the harmonic scanner is nothing more than an EA. An EA is an expert advisor. So basically what it is it's just an extra indicator. And I'm pretty sure you guys use indicator. If you're not, you're lying. You get what I'm saying? If you tell me you're not, you tell me you don't, you're lying. So, the harmonic scanner is nothing more than, an indicator. And, I see a lot of people, they have trouble, using a harmonic scanner, and it's just quite simple. You get what I'm saying? I'll fix that right now. When the harmonic scanner paints and it pops up, and it shows a pair, and it shows, say it says, USD CAD or whatever, and it shows your entry, and, we're expecting it to, hit the entry point and then, drop. A lot of people, they think just because that pair popped up that they should get in right now, and that's where they're wrong. What you do is you wait for the momentum change. Honestly, what I do, when I see the entry, I'm placing a pending order lower than that entry if I'm expecting it to go down. Why? Because why would you hop in when the momentum didn't even change? You get what I'm saying? Like, if you're placing a pending order, you're good to go. You're putting yourself at an advantage. Now, of course, people see, people see, from entry point to first take profit 94 pips, and they want all them pips. That's why you're losing money, because you're being greedy. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can place a pending order under the entry and then collect maybe 50 pips. You're good to go. Like, think about it. You're good to go. Any more questions?
Anybody else got any questions?
Yes, sir. I actually have one question.
Yo, don't be scared to ask questions. I'm going to answer them all for you. Don't be scared to ask questions. Trust me, because if you hit my inbox after this, I'm probably not going to answer. I'm being honest, because we're on the webinar right now. I want to be able to connect with you guys. I want to know what your weaknesses are, what you feel like you need to improve. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's the only way you're going to learn is if you pop out, if you open up. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. My question, and it's really not up on, getting any information as far as, any knowledge of any terminology or nothing like that, because I'm studying super hard. like you've been asking me to. But my situation is, I want to know more about the investments. Like, so that investment with that $2,000 in the auto trader, and you say you're supposed to yield back $1 million, or is that's the top. How long will you have to leave that 2 racks up in there in order to get that, that growth?
They said 4 years. They said about 4 years. I did the math. I went on FX Signals Live. You can write that down. If you go on FX Signals Live, what you do is, as soon as you go on FX Signals Live, they're basically going to show like 5 traders: Mr. Diversity, Euro Master. You get to pick which one you want to use, and then there's a button under it, and it says stimulation. What you do is you put in your investment, whatever you feel like you want to invest into the auto trader, and then after a period of time, once you click stimulation or simulation, pardon myself, what it's going to do is it's going to show how much you're actually going to make after 6 months or after a year. Now, after it shows how much you make after that year, what you do is you take that amount that it shows what you're going to make after the first year, you copy it, you delete it out of the place where you put simulation, and then you put that in there. And then you click submit again, and then it shows what you're going to make after 2 years. All right. And then it'll show what you can eventually make after, 3-4 years. So, picture you're not doing any recruiting. You don't know how to trade at all because you're being lazy. Honestly, that's what it is. You're being lazy. You're not doing no studying, but you have invested into that auto trader. That right there is going to enable you to see, if not $1 million, close to $500,000. So a lot of people are complaining that they're losing a little $100. I understand, because $100 is a lot to a lot of people. But if you're actually investing the right way into IML, you'll be good to go. And that's just basically what I do. I preach it a lot. I want you guys to, definitely be a product of the product. Of course, we're not really getting paid right now as far as the company is concerned, but one thing people cannot take away from you is knowledge of the market. So, an hour a day, you're good to go. Rel, I want you to go live after. How long you been trading for, bro? Or yeah?
Man, I actually just started. I haven't even traded any. I've just been doing research for about 2 weeks.
What day?
I started, I believe, the 15th of April.
The 15th of April.
No,
all right, that's cool.
Yes, it was the 12th. Excuse me.
All right, the 12th. So by the 12th of next month, I expect you to have a live account opened up by studying the hour a day. I'll tell you exactly what to study right now. Make sure you have a notebook.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, because see, a lot of people, they think, when I say study, they got to study the whole baby pitch. They got to study this. They're like, nah, I'll keep it simple for you guys. That's the best part about being in a group together. You want to study trend lines. You want to study support and resistance. You want to study supply and demand. One of the main things you want to study, put it in parentheses, is divergence. You can put exclamation points. Divergence. You want to study that divergence. Divergence is going to be the reason you make $1 million. Basically, what divergence is basically when an indicator is doing one thing and the market is doing another. So picture price going up. If you're looking at the candles and the indicator is showing that it's going down, that's divergence. All right. So it basically enables you to catch like counter move. And if it's a bearish, it'll enable you to catch a counter move going up, real quick for like 50 pips, 100 pips. Because I'm pretty sure you guys are trading with the trend, and then it goes the opposite way. That's called divergence in some cases. All right, in some cases. So divergence. You definitely want to study. What else I got for you guys? I said trend line, support and resistance, supply and demand. You definitely want to study Fibonacci. Fibonacci is good for like entry points and certain things like that. That's pretty good.
Excuse me. How do you spell Fibonacci?
Come on, bro. Are you serious?
Yeah, I really am.
All right, there you go. Marcus Taylor. Good luck, my boy. Yo, You crazy, bro.
No, I appreciate it.
Let's see what else. Anything that I missed, y'all? Like a lot of y'all are unmuted. What do y'all think that I missed? Let's all talk together. What has been important for you?
Let's say I am a conservative trader. I'm learning how to how to wait for another candlestick to come out and then actually go in.
Oh yeah. That's very important too. Usually, like depending on which way it's trending, you usually want to always get on a second candlestick. So basically, like if you've been watching, a trend
like a hanging man,
yeah.
involving candles, or like the hammer candles and stuff like that. That's what I've been trying to learn.
Yeah, after it does the reversal, you can get in on that next candlestick, but I usually wait to the next one because a safe entry is a good entry, you know? A safe entry is a perfect entry. Now, I'm not telling you guys to go try to be a Quillen, you know, because he's nasty with the perfect entries, but just know that, you know, if it's a safe entry, that's a perfect entry for me. Jimmy, what else, bro? What you got for him, bro, as far as like what they should study?
You said trend lines, didn't you?
Yeah, trend lines is very important. Oh yeah, let's check this out. Basically, do many of you guys trade on your phone or computer? Like, how do y'all trade?
I do use both.
I use my phone. That's about it.
Most of the time, I'm on my phone.
All right, perfect. So, you know, for those that don't really know how to read MetaTrader 4, it's quite simple. When you're looking at each time frame, it's basically showing you what's happening over the course of that time frame. So, you know, if you're looking at a monthly chart, each candle is 1 month. If you're looking at a weekly chart, each candle is 1 week. If you're looking at an hour 4 candle, age 4 candle, each candle is over the course of 4 hours, you know, and so on. So, you know, basically I'll write down what I do when I'm analyzing the markets. The H4 chart is used to look at the overall trend. All right. So if you're trying to find an overall trend and which way it's been trending for a while, use the H4. All right. The H1 chart, you use that to chart watch. All right. To watch your trades, to chart watch. If you're looking at anything less than H1, I feel bad for you, son, because you're probably going to freak yourself out in regards to your trades and probably, you know, get out too early. You know, the hour 1 chart is, you know, a great chart to watch because, you know, it's showing you what's going to happen over the course of an hour. Now, the 30-minute chart, that's the chart that I use for my entries. Now, of course, what I'll do is before I enter on the M30 chart, I'll check down. Just like Peyton Manning, if you don't have that long pass, he's going to check down. So what I do is I look at the M30 chart and then I'll check down to find that perfect entry. You get what I'm saying? Like sometimes people enter on the M15, somebody will enter on the M5, but you never want to watch your charts on the M1, M5. You get what I'm saying? Like if you know what's getting ready to happen. The only reason you should be looking at those charts is if you're trying to find out if it's going to reverse on you, you know? Because those are like trap charts, honestly. Like you shouldn't even be trading on those charts. I don't even go for anything less than basically like M15. So basically to go back, M30 for entry, H1 to chart watch, H4 for the overall trend. And when you're trying to do markups, and if you're on your computer, usually I'll mark up on like, you know, the monthly, the daily, you know, the weekly, you know, on those charts. Now, if you're trying to mark up, you're trying to draw support and resistance. I don't know if you guys draw support and resistance, you know, in the present, like you draw it from the present. What I'll do is I'll go back a little bit into the past and I'll, you know, start drawing my support and my resistance in the past. And then what I'll do is it's basically called back testing a little bit. And then I'll, you know, come back into the future just to see if it respected those support and resistance lines.
Oh yeah, I got a question about those support and resistance lines. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
All right. As far as like the support and resistance lines, sometimes I find myself, I feel like I have too many on there. How often do you leave the ones you have on there, and then do you ever like delete some of the older ones, or you do?
It all depends on how you feel. You can never have too many support and resistance lines. You just got to know what they're for. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
only you know the reason why you're drawing a certain support and resistance line that you're drawing.
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
So you can draw as many as you want. What I'll do is I'll draw it from the high. I'll draw one at the high, one at the low. I'll draw one. I wish I could show my chart. I'll draw one in the middle, and then I'll just basically fill in. But I only really fill in where I see strong, resistance or strong support. I won't just fill in 18 million lines. I only draw where I see strong resistance and strong support. Usually, what that means is basically it has hit it and then, bounced off, and then maybe, sometime in the present it came back, tried to test it again, then bounced off again. That's strong support or resistance. And support and resistance is as simple as a trampoline. That's basically what I tell people all the time. It's basically like a trampoline, what goes down, it'll bounce off that trampoline and it'll go back up, If it breaks still, it's probably gonna be going down for a little bit longer. Like I said, I wish I had my chart for you guys. It'll be so much easier.
Hey, Cornell, I think you can show your screen. I'm
on my phone. I'm on my phone, so.
Yeah, James was doing it earlier from his phone.
Yeah. I don't trade off my phone, bro. I trade on my computer.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the only reason I'll be trading on my phone is if I'm on the go or if I'm just watching the trades that I have set off my computer. But trading on your phone, the screen is too small for me. I need to see everything, and I do this full time, so having a computer is very important.
Right.
But yeah, I'll just usually monitor my trades on my phone though.
Like any of the new people, any of y'all got questions?
I actually have a question if you don't mind.
Bro,
New people, old people, I mean, it don't matter. Anybody got any questions?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Y'all got the close to $100,000 man on the line. Y'all better take advantage.
Come on, bro. I'm trying to touch $1 million. That's light. 175. That's light, bro. I'm telling you.
You see what he talking? Y'all better take advantage.
I don't got a question, but Cornell, could you explain the importance of a stop loss?
Listen, bro. The stop loss is very important. Like I told you in the beginning, I had many, and still to this day, have many $1,000 days. But the problem is greed. Like I'll be up like 1,500, and I'm expecting to close out at 2,000, and because I don't have a stop loss, I'll wind up closing out at 600. You get what I'm saying? So that right there should be enough for you. You should have your stop loss, and then even on top of that, I've had some days where I'll be up like $200, and then I'm not really chart watching like I'm supposed to, and it winds up going negative because it reversed and not having a stop loss. I could have closed out in profit. So what I would tell guys, whenever you're in profit, you're 20 pips, move your stop loss in profit. When I trade, usually I'll have a 50 pip stops, be until I'm in profit, and then I'll move it up once I get past like 20 pips. Because a lot of time, people have certain stop losses that are too small. They wind up, getting their stop loss hit, and then, it goes the way that they expected. So in all reality, they think that, they're wrong. When in all reality, it's just, your stop loss is not where it's supposed to be. And that's just, trial and error, Like I said, there's no greater strategy. You get what I'm saying? Like your strategy that you have, may be the strategy that will make you a profitable trader. The problem is a lot of people are trying to reshuffle their cards, and then they're not really focusing on the mental is very important, because the reason why a lot of people lose a lot of money is because of greed. That's just it. You're trying to be greedy, or it's because of fear in the markets. You get what I'm saying? Like that's if you can find a comfortability in regards to greed, you will be a profitable trader. Like I said, I'm not a master trader at all, but I've made, over 75,000. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. But the people that I'm actually learning from, they withdrew 330,000. You get what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm telling you guys. That's not really nothing. And then who you surround yourself around is what you become. So, you really want to find a mentor. You want to find somebody that can, constantly, idea of, but just stick to you. I heard Jimmy say, I'll invest and I'll bet on me any day. That's what you really got to do. You really got to trust yourself. Don't ask people what you think about this analysis. You do your own analysis. I mean, there's nothing wrong with asking other people, but sometimes that can mess you up a little bit, because you may think that you're right. You may be right. Somebody give you, wrong analysis and look, messed up a trade. I mean, it really sucks that webinar last night wasn't able to take off, because I actually traded USD CAD last night and I came out like 66 pips, and if we would have stayed in, we would have been up way more than like 80 pips, on that trade. But I see a good trade for tonight, so we'll definitely be looking at something tonight.
Hey, James, how many people we got on this chat?
16.
16.
Can you screenshot the people that's on here, and for the people that's trying to build a network marketing side, I just bought tons of training from a few top leaders. I'm going to get an email together and put it all together. For the people that's on the training, I'm going to give it to y'all for free. If you're not on the training, I'm not going to give it to you. So don't give this to nobody, because I spent a lot of money on this. And it's coming from some top earners. So, Jimmy, screenshot that joint for me. And, James, screenshot that joint for me. And I'm going to get that to y'all in the next day or so, once I get it all put together.
I appreciate that.
No problem.
Miss Kamai, talk to me. Unmute yourself. Talk to me. What you having problems with? Yeah, I can hear it a little bit. It's kind of low a little bit. You might be away from the speaker.
I can't hear anything either.
I can't hear.
Yeah, I can't really hear it. It's all right. But I got you. Don't worry about it. I got you. Any other questions, guys? What pairs you guys been looking at for London? Not for right now.
I really haven't been looking at anything. I've been studying the baby pips, the naked forex book. I've just been studying, really.
All right. What grade did you get up to in baby pips?
Oh, I'm still in pre-K because I've been reading the naked forex book this whole weekend.
All right. Well, so basically what you want to do is you want to study from pre-K up into like
third grade?
like first and second grade. Yeah, and you'll be good to go.
I bet.
You'll be good to go.